top of the morning to your sports fans, and today it's not silly because when I arrived and I was coming out of the airport in Haneda, I saw a bunch of signs that were like World Skateboarding Championships. I was thinking, like, that's weird, it's like December, why would that be a thing? It turns out that this event is indeed on, and today's the finals, and so woke up a bit worse for wear. I'm very hungover, but bought a ticket, bought a courtside ticket of all things, which means we're going to be in hopefully good hands. The tickets actually got up to a very silly amount of money, but the one we got is pretty good, so well, hopefully we'll see. This place is over an hour away. Gonna go catch the train there, which will take about an hour and a half. The event starts in an hour, but we'll be a little bit late, but it should be interesting. Like, I love some more facts. I love to watch skateboarding. I think skating is one of the most free expressions. Sorry, it's windy. One of the most free expressions one can do, and it makes me very excited to see it. And I love watching videos, or like the Barracks Daily Digest and stuff, and Johnny Geiger on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know, it just makes me excited, and I'm too afraid to do anything that they do, so let's go see the best do what they're doing. So off we go to Ariake Arena down in Shinkiba. It's ages away. Let's have fun. Alright, we're in Odaiba looking for this event. There's so many people here. I don't know why there's so many people here. I suppose there's an event on, but it feels like you could see in all directions. It's just full of people. Odaiba is like where a lot of events happen. Okay, so we're here. We want to go to the Coliseum. So Coliseum Bridge, I suppose, is just ahead. So let's do it. I haven't been to Odaiba. Like, I would rarely come here because it's a bit out of the way. It's taken me like an hour to get here, but look at this space. It's a really like unusual amount of space in Tokyo. And down there is Big Sight, where they have lots of conventions there. Really beautiful spot. I'm actually gonna take a photo here. Here we have some high octane bridge action. Like, look at these bridges. Okay, this is this is significantly less entertaining because of all the barriers. So bridge action is over. It's over. This is like Melbourne Park. So in Melbourne there's an area where there's a bunch of like arenas. I guess the tennis is held there. If you've ever watched the Australian Open, this feels like the same sort of place. So it's just like a sports district. It's funny as well, like on the bridge where a bunch of people holding signs saying no skateboarding is allowed on the bridge. Entrance. How fun. With like food trucks as well. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get in. Okay, we haven't got in yet, but we got some food. Chicken over rice and, I guess, hair of the dog. Hair of the dog to make us feel better. Before I forget though, I will say that there's something here that really absolutely sucks. Is that you buy your ticket and then it has your name attached to it. And so I went to like pick it up at the box office and they're like, you have to show us your passport. Like, what if you were selling your ticket to somebody else so you couldn't go? Then how are they supposed to get the ticket? It just seems like, why? And then they gave me this wristband. It's just a green wristband. You could just come in with a, I don't know. I don't make the rules, but I think you should be able to sell tickets to other people, should you not be able to go, so that they can go in your stead. Not steed, steed is like a horse. Skateboard, 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 skateboard. Let's skateboard. This is actually really cool. I'm very hungover, but this is actually super, super cool.
Alright, next up, Koko Yoshizawa!
Sick. Women's final over. Men's final about to start. They're playing Duel of the Fates. Exciting though. This is gonna be exciting. So it ends. Okay, we're back in Asagaya. The competition was awesome. I'm so tired though. Getting home at like 6, 7 and waking up to go to this thing, I haven't slept enough. But meeting Sophie for some fish. She wants to eat fish and blast her nose with wasabi because it's probably going to clear her sinuses. But I am running on empty. The competition was cool. It was awesome to see the women's and the men's. Just some wild stuff. Like, it's so cool seeing it in person, and also feels like so much pressure to have like, you know, two chances of like a full run, and then like 5 chances to do a cool trick, and then your best 2 scores count towards like your final score. But yeah, Soda Shirai won with some, just so cool. Really fun event. Also saw one of the women's champions, Momiji. I remember her from the Olympics. Super cool. She was just standing near me for some reason in the stands. And as people like noticed her, these families just kept bringing like babies for her to hold and like take photos of. Just, I don't know, very endearing. Lots of kids at this event, and lots of very supportive parents. It was a vibe. Like, it wasn't. Yeah, it's interesting. Competitive skateboarding. Really, really cool. Go check it out if you have the chance. I'm really, really glad that I went. But now we wait, and then we fish. All right, so Sophie has arrived now with new beams, hood. Is everything you wanted and more?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's very nice.
So I got them to bring in this color and the black one as well, which is interesting because the black one is actually thicker, just because the ink that they use to dye it just naturally makes the yarn thicker. So
Okay.
it felt completely different.
And you opted for the white one?
I opted for this one just because the black one was the same color as my hair, so it looked kind of weird.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Very floppy. Very good.
Very nice. And it has a drawstring, so you can tighten it.
Nice. It is a new day, sports fans, and there's no sport that we'll be attending to today. However, Sophie and I were going to Yurakucho and Ginza, so today will be Dover Street Market Day. Hopefully, unless it's closed. We don't know.
Because it's a Monday.
Because it's a Monday. But in addition to that, we are also meeting a couple of friends, Akahige and Nancy, later for food at Nancy's new restaurant called Moonrise Kingdom in Shinjuku, and Nick might be joining us. I'll send him a message just to refresh his memory, and we'll see how we go. Sophie's also finally got this bean drink, which, what do you think?
It's watery, but it does taste like beans.
So effectively it is what it says it is. Yeah?
Yes.
Maybe we're going to do it. We're talking about doing a challenge of only eating foods that match your outfit. I might be in trouble.
Should I get a dorayaki instead of going to the taiyaki place?
Do you want a sweet to start off the day?
Well, the taiyaki place is too far from the station, so I think here.
Okay, let's do it. This is a local sweets shop, which yesterday or the other day you got, what was it called? Daifuku, yeah. Alright, off you go. So this is the dorayaki from the place up the street. What do you rate it?
It's amazing and it's almost gone. The pancake part is very good.
What does Pom Pom Pudding think?
Pom Pom Pudding only likes pudding.
Just making sure it's still there. Sophia's brought us to mylord.
Mylord.
Mylord. What are we getting here?
I think it's technically pronounced mylord.
What are we getting?
I'm just looking. There's a sock shop where I want to buy socks.
Okay. We're gonna run out of time in Ginza. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. But we shall get the sock before we get the
even
job.
if we
I also have forgotten my my what's it called? My 2-week Suica, and you can't buy any anyway, so I have to get paper tickets today. It sucks. Okay, we're in mylord, just another department store. We're not going to Ginza. There's not going to be enough time if we're going to be meeting people in a few hours that it'll just be like rushing through all the stuff over there. So we're going to hang out in Shinjuku, potentially Shibuya, maybe Daikanyama, I don't know. But we'll play by ear. And then we're going to Moonrise Kingdom, which should be just like the film. But probably not, because then Wes Anderson would be like, hey. We're in the other side of Shibuya, at Shibuya Stream. And we're going to walk to Daikanyama. That is what we shall do instead of Ginza. Figure that there's less plans for Daikanyama than in Ginza, so we'll do that when we have less time overall.
Ginza was kind of more difficult to get to than I expected.
That's a rookie mistake. Yeah, this back area of Shibuya Stream is very... You see it in a lot of photos. But when I was here, living here, this was not all built up yet. And all like pretty, was kind of just sort of back streetsy. This is all super new. I don't remember any of this when I used to live here. You just used to be past the station, honestly. But I think we might go to Pizza Slice. We have found our way to the hallowed halls of Pizza Slice. The Shibuya one I'm less familiar with. I used to go to one in Aoyama a lot, but it's like delicious New York style pizza. Let us eat. I remember putting someone's sticker up here, but I forget This is so many years ago, it's definitely not here. It's a cute wall. Pizza slice, pizza slice. So maybe around like 500 yen per slice, maybe a little bit more if you get like a fancier one, but usually you just need one. I'm just being travel mode. How's yours? I'm very glad Pizza Slice is still pizza slicing. They had like stuff up of all the collabs they've done with like Reebok. They even had a Ninja Turtles one for Mutant Mayhem, which would have been cool. Good movie. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. We continue the Daikanyama Noboru through the streets. So this is Gullam Tokyo. I didn't film in there. I took some photos for Instagram. I'll pop up, but very, very cool little spot. One of the very few places that actually has Devoa, funnily enough. Devoa, Jeffrey B. Small, which I had never seen before, and it felt like every artisanal label in there was competing to have the coolest tags. Jeffrey B. Small would have a huge tag with just all the information about the piece and saying that it had been made for this shop, how many of them had been produced, and just all the information you could want about it. Other brands, one of them, the tag was just on, like, they were all like pieces of wood that had been carved a little bit and then just written on the sizing and models and all that. They also had a Backlash, Incarnation, a few other tags that kind of just looked like loose bits of, what is it, fabric? But overall, really cool spot. Lots of Guidi shoes, Incarnation shoes. Saw my first pair of James Kern shoes in person. They're actually really, really cool. Quite chunky. Handmade as well. Really cool shop. I'm forgetting other labels, but there's so much in there that I didn't know, and I also could definitely never wear because the sizing is small, the fabrics are wool, and I would just perish. But really cool little spot. Pretty dear, I suppose, but when you're looking for clothes like that, that's just what you have to do in for. I had to resist not trying shoes on because I just don't need any more shoes. But yeah, great spot. Great to finally see Backlash in person amongst other artisanal things. I don't know. I feel like I have these Backlash boots and nobody wants them, but then you see Backlash being stocked at a place with some really hardcore artisanal stuff. So I don't know. I really don't know where Backlash fits in all this, or maybe Backlash is just not as well known. We'll see. Okay, so once again, not really able to do much filming, but just took some photos in Lift, Daikanyama, which I suppose it's notable for its big like little chair display. They sell Rick Lilies, which I haven't seen anywhere before. But I suppose the big spot is the Carl Christian Pole collection in this nice little white room, posting the photos so you can see. And regardless of how cool it was to see those clothes in person, the standout piece was...
Oh, the $7,000, literally a sheep handbag.
Yeah, there was an Ann Demula Meester mutton, I guess wool handbag. That Sophie was saying it just looks like my hair, but in bag form. For $7,000, like a cool $7,000 could get you that bag. But what was actually really cool about the bag though was that to hold it closed, like it's magnets along the entry point, so like picking it up, it was actually quite heavy, and you just pull it, and then to close, like you can see the magnets come apart, and then to close it, you just sort of like put it near each other. It's really cool. But yeah, great shop to visit as well if in town and into that kind of thing, more artisanal fashion slow fashion, I suppose, because everything is just prohibitively expensive for some. But yeah, let's continue. So we were walking around and Sophie was saying that she really, really wanted a coffee and that we should find a coffee place, and just literally in front of us, Ducked Coffee Lab, we got
A puffin.
I don't know what a puffin is, but
It is half a muffin.
is it delicious?
It's a muffin that was made without a muffin pan.
Or is it just like the top of a muffin?
It's just the top of a muffin.
I got a cocoa because I can't drink coffee. Coffee makes me sick. And what did you get?
Mocha.
Is it good?
I haven't tried it yet.
So no.
I haven't tried it yet.
So how is it?
It's good.
Okay. Here's a quick tour of the Julius Flagship store in Daikanyama. The new season Elytra. I just tried on these super long pants. I'll put up a video, but they're very, very cool. It's pretty cool actually being in the shop. Are these popular? They're so big. It's big shoes. This coat's super nice, but way too heavy for Melbourne. Yeah, Melton. Got this coat at Lastly, and the matching bottoms. It's more of the permanent collection. And we have the leather skirt, leather gas masks, leather vest. And honestly, the price, like, this is not it's not me selling, but the prices at Lastly are pretty good considering how much they are at the shop as well. It's right on point. These are my gas masks, but in a 2. The coated version. Beautiful leathers. Oh, it comes with holster. Double zip combat. And that's the store. So, just left.
Thanks, nature.
Thanks, nature. Sophie was really stoked to see a Katie store here. Went in, everything was very cute, but for those who are not informed, what is Katie?
Very expensive. It's like a cuter version of milk, but also about twice the price of milk.
And milk is I think you've said they were like one of the original Lolita.
Milk is the original Lolita brand from the 70s.
And if anyone disagrees with you, they are incorrect.
Well, I think a lot of elitist Lolitas would like to disagree with that.
Lolitist?
Lolitists. But according to the official, like, closet child of those resale companies, it is Lolita, so suck it.
Okay, so Katie, everything in there was very cute, and seeing a lot of actual wool. There was like alpaca wool in the pieces.
All of their down stuff, like their down jackets and stuff, is full of polyester.
Oh, so it's not down.
Yeah, unfortunately. So it's 45,000 yen for a jacket that is full of polyester.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so you're looking at prices between like 30 to 50,000 yen for things, which I don't know. I think like if that's your vibe and you want to go a step up from milk, then you know, you do you.
I feel like it has a unique style, but it's not worth the extra 10,000 yen for the uniqueness of it. Unless you're really, really into looking like an adult toddler whose parents are very rich.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Also, a couple of funny things to note. That shop was incredibly small, yet had 4 people working in there. Like you could walk leisurely through the entire shop in like 10 seconds, and there were 4 people working there. And then in addition to that, there was a mirror, this giant wall mirror, and I was looking at something, turned around, saw Sophie, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that there was another room. Took a few steps toward it, and I was like, oh no, this is a mirror.
I also thought it was another room.
This is a mirror, not another room. And so the staff looking at me, and I was like, yeah, look, I wonder how many people have actually just walked into that mirror thinking it's another room.
Katie always has very small collections. So I think they release like, I don't know, 4 times a year or something, but the collection is always pretty small. And even in the store, they didn't have the big puffy jacket that I own, so they don't have all of it in there.
Interesting.
But all their collections always look the same. It's always exactly the same.
I mean, if it's working for you, then why not?
Yeah.
Yes. So Julius store, went to the flagship, was having a look around, saw a bunch of the new season pieces, which are looking very, very cool. And then as we were about to leave, one of the staff is just like, do you do YouTube? I was like, yeah. And I was thinking like, sure, I was like, there's no way someone has watched any of the videos. But, you know, turns out that avid viewer and Instagram friend Aonotori, their husband Isamu, works at Julius. So we had a brief chat. He's been working there for about 10 years, doing like marketing and sales type things, some designing here in Japan. Gave us a tour, showed us a couple of pieces he's made, and then tried on a pair of these pants that were just huge, like super long. I don't know what the thing is with the inseams being absurdly long these days, but the pants were great. Had they been a size 4, would have strongly considered them, but they were a size 3, so a little bit tight on my waist. But even then, they would need to be hemmed because they would just be dragging along the floor. But super cool as well. Really nice to chat to them and their future plans and seeing what's going to happen. And I don't know, it's exciting that someone from the shop had seen a video. But yeah, cool pieces there. Like, as usual, really big fan of permanent, and seeing the pieces that they're bringing back also old shoe silhouettes too, that I'm a big fan of. We saw the double zip combat boots, which are great. But yeah, if you're in town, check out the Julius flagship. It's very, very nice. They play a lot of interesting techno in there, and they've got at least somebody that can speak a bit of English. Pretty good English, honestly. So it was lovely to chat with you, Summer, and thank you, Aonotori, for sharing the videos. I genuinely appreciate it. That's very, very cool. And maybe see you next time I'm in Japan. Let's continue the evening. I cannot tell you how annoying it is, the fact that I forgot my Suica, and since nowhere is selling Suicas or Pasmos or anything, I have to keep getting paper tickets. So for those who don't know, each station will have this board and show you which station you're at, and then you basically find the one that you're going to, and the numbers underneath all of them is reflective to the price that you have to pay for a ticket. So you just go up to the machine. I suppose you can put it in English as well, but it's this one up here.
Will be displayed in English.
And then you pick the amount of money that you want to spend that matches up there, and then you just drop the money in and it gives you a little kippu. Right, Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh, thank you.
Old Friends Bar.
Thank you.
No, video.
Video.
There's Nick again. Very happy to be here. We met them when they were in a band, and now they've opened a shop.
サイズどうします？ハーフサイズとレギュラーサイズ。
いらっしゃいです。
レギュラー。
レギュラー。
OK。
お願いします。
何か。ホットチャイです。ありがとうございます。
The drink list. There's so many drinks.
Many.
many. ありがとうございます。I got the Kanazawa IPA. How many people does it take to fix the table?
I guess it's just up now.
それね、真ん中の下のところをこうグッと。わかる？真ん中の。
これやり方書いてある。
そのあたり。
なるほど。
じゃじゃーん。
そう。
上に上げる。
上げるスタイル。
めっちゃ辛そうだね、これは。
それでもめちゃめちゃ辛くはないんで、ピリ辛くらいですね。
いやでも、井口さんが今結構
辛い。
改良を。
気をつけて。
はいや。
We were told different things about the spice level.
It looks spicy.
How is it spicy? You seem fine.
This is the kind of stuff that usually takes a while to hit.
Oh, okay. I don't know, smell. It doesn't smell spot.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, oh, okay. Are we receiving some shortly? I guess it's not quite a burrito bowl. It's a burrito plate. They were correct. Let's go. Yum. Spice. This is really good. It's really, really good. And like the chili thing has like the adequate amount of like spice. So good. What's it called? Heretic.
Seaside Sunset.
Looks good. Been blessed with Christmas cake. Arigatou gozaimasu. Merry Christmas. Bye bye. Arigatou gozaimasu.
バイバイ。
ごちそうさまでした。またね。Gus. So good.
よかったね。
よかったね。
ね
ありがとうございます。
よかったね、これで。
So fun.
ここにもいっぱいあるね。
なんかね、結構いろいろあるみたい。すごい可愛いよね、クラフトビール。
A lot of them sound like they could just be weed strains.
True.
Lemon haze.
True. Okay, Moonrise Kingdom was very, very delicious and lovely to see Akahige, Nanshi among others there as well. And it's funny to asking them like, oh, why'd you decide on the name Moonrise Kingdom? And they were telling us that they decided on the name because that's the movie that they saw 10 years ago on like their first date, and now they're married, so it was very, very sweet. But yeah, so it's half like Tex-Mex Mexican, which was delicious. We got the Moonrise Kingdom plate, which is basically just like a burrito bowl, but in a plate. Amazing, like really, really delicious. And then the other half is that he's just very, very into craft beer. He's a self-confessed craft beer otaku. So just an absolutely absurd amount of beer. Like the menu is like 9-10 pages long, and 9 of those pages are craft beer. The one page is just like the food menu. Prices are a little bit takai on the beer. Like I paid all up about $50, and I had like 2 full craft beer drinks and then the food. But then Sophie, who didn't get any beer, paid maybe like $15-20. So yeah, like the beer is what will cost you money, but it's just definitely worth it because there's just so much and it's from everywhere. I had 2 local ones, well, local being from Japan, and yeah, Moonrise Kingdom. It's so fun to see people like meeting Akahige and Nancy. Akahige is the friend that's with us here, not the co-owner. We met them just on the street in Shimokitazawa whilst we were doing like drinking on the street. I was with Nick and just met them, had a chat, and have just kept in touch since. So I don't know, it's moments like this that have made this trip so rewarding, just seeing old friends, and like the fact that it's been like 4 years. Lovely, just lovely. But yeah, Moonrise Kingdom, it's a little bit out of the way from Shinjuku, but definitely worth the walk. It's closer to Nishi Shinjuku Station, but yeah, worth checking out. And now let us go home. Back to Asagaya. Currently trying to find the underground to get to Shinjuku Station. Passageway is inaccessible. It's not late enough. It's Daijobu.
11 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, see this light yellow area.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we still got that.
It's Backrooms time.
Yeah. Into the Shinjuku Backrooms.
Should be like a 24/7 lo-fi beats to Backroom 2.
Maybe not like the sort of subtle, like off yellow, like taupe colors.
Subway Marunouchi Line, Nishi Shinjuku Station.
Wherever we're going, at least it's
I have a feeling this is not the right way. It says Subway Marunouchi.
Well, it's not that
Yeah,
way.
this is Oh man, this is a backroom shit right here. Blow your mind.
This is where dreams come to end.
Yeah, this would make a good horror game. Endless fake marble corridors.
Anxiety rising.
And monsters chasing you. Oh my god, look at that. That is so funny.いやー、なんかダメっぽいね。
多分でも歩いたことある一回、多分どっか違う入り口があるかもしれない。東京の近く。
Yeah, so this thing, if we, like going that way, takes us down up to here. But it's just closer to go this way, on the street.
でもストレートもあるよ。多分探したら。
No, turn right, no.
一回歩いたもん。
You can come out of the, but you have to go out onto the street. Like this is for all intents and purposes, the quickest way is to go straight down the road. Unless you want to backrooms it to here and then just like walk to Shinjuku.
I mean, I'm easy.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to here and turn right.
All right, we'll do the backrooms way then.
Roll the dice on
Yeah.
Shinjuku.
I'm gonna roll a d20 on heading to Shinjuku.
Can you roll it, Nick? Roll the d20.
Open the d20 app.
I have that app because you can roll the dice on your Apple Watch.
Oh, that's so handy.
I didn't wear it today. We were playing like a cyberpunk variant, like an OG D&D game, and so like it was like everybody was rolling dice on their watches.
Yeah.
Some nice hostile architecture. No sleeping here.
I think this is just the simulation bugging out. It's not. You can't render the polygons anymore.
ちょっと怖い。怖い。うん。Oh, is that why we're down here? A backrooms adventure.
So we did go the wrong way, but
No. As I said, like it's gonna take us. It's gonna take us eventually there. Yeah. And hopefully, by the time we get there, the issue has been resolved.
Following the backwards.
Here's the problem: is
Look at this more low poly shit.
they're absolutely correct. Everything feels like nothing rendered incorrectly. You don't see the videos of the people walking through Tokyo and Japan doing like these backroom things. Oh, the walk. Yeah, stairs. It's not.
That'd be crazy if it was just a wall and everybody was just clipping out of it.
some kind of speed run.
If you saw that, would you then believe me about that crow? You're like, no, something is happening.
I don't know. At this point, I would just assume I was in that Rick and Morty episode where they like make the simulation run on like 5%. Like,
Kawaii. so quiet.
The music didn't work.
I suppose it's like an airport, though. Like if there was no music at an airport, and you just come out.
this is the kind of space that like vaporwave music was designed for. It's just kind of like glitchy, like smooth jazz. It just sounds like what you would hear in a dying mall. Or dead mall. You ever listen to Vaporwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like what this would be the perfect sound.
Where is Vaporwave these days?
Kind of like mainstream in a way. I mean, the aesthetic is kind of everything now. And like, sort of, it was basically taking bad music, like intentionally bad music, and recontextualizing it into something that was more sort of a holistic statement or late stage capitalism.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the club music that follows that is kind of the same thing. Like, hard style was never good. Happy hardcore was never good.
It's blasphemy, but yes.
Psytrance was never good. Everybody knows it, but if you play it kind of ironically, then it's good.
I agree on the Psytrance thing.
I'm telling this is Psytrance before I listen to it.
Okay, here, look. Turn right for Shinjuku Police Station. Shinjuku Station West entrance. And here's Nishi Shinjuku Station.
Well, are you guys gonna roll the dice on Nishi Shinjuku? Or?
Maps. There's a map here.
Yeah, but this is Nishi Shinjuku Station, so we could take this upside
It's
down.
literally one stop. We just walk to Shinjuku.
It's still just really weird.
This would be the most boring FPS level of all time.
What, would you have a weapon out? You'd be moving pretty quickly though.
No, like anybody who's good with a sniper rifle is just gonna dominate.
Oh, as a multiplayer thing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If this was like a Counter-Strike, Overwatch, or something. It's just long, narrow corridors
For days.
for people with sniper rifles that fucking dome you from across the map.
Where's your office? Are you in the office tomorrow or are you home again? That's pretty
I
sick.
was supposed to go in, but I was like, oh. I think I might actually.
Tis the season.
At the very least, it's a good excuse to be like, yeah, let's meet online instead of offline.
For the good of the business and the company.
For the long-term sustainability of our project.
This doesn't get any more homely, it's just... It's one of those places of just like, would you feel safe walking down here by yourself? You just don't see anyone. You're like, is everything closed? Am I stuck? Like, should I even be here?
No, I mean, this is existential panic.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how often people have a bit of a panic down here.
Is this still real life?
Because no clocks, there's no sign of the outside world. We've just got mirrors of us.
I mean, that's the Backrooms lore, isn't it? Like you glitch out of reality.
Yeah, and you end up in this space.
Backrooms, and you don't realize it. Even this is fairly recent.
The ceiling.
The ceiling
I can't imagine what it was like before.
Well, somebody at some point had a conversation. Like, this hallway is way too long. People are complaining about it. What do we do? And some consultant somewhere said, make one of the walls a mirror. So that people can, like, check their time while they're walking to work. The funny thing is, it probably solved the problem.
I think the developers got more budget for this area of the station.
Yeah, you can tell it's a bit more modern.
Yeah.
Well, this was probably built fairly recently to connect two parts of this labyrinth.
Back there was like on Steam, they get the assets from random places.
What was it, asset flip?
Steam early access games.
Yeah.
This is like the default VR chat waiting room.
It's actually not that bad in VR chat. Oh, here we go. Look at this, an escalator.
We're on the Z-axis now. How exciting.
Oh, Shinjuku Backrooms. Okay. It's warm here, so. That was a journey.
I mean, are we out or are we still...
Yeah.
Oh, another escalator.
At the top of this escalator, it's just a wall.
Yeah, it's closed.
It's back to where we came, so we come out and it's just where we came in, and it's like, okay, that's weird.
The game just crashes.
That's kind of cool what the LEDs do on the escalator steps.
What do they do?
It's easier to see from the bottom.
Oh, this is out. Okay, so where are we? Oh, Shinjuku's that way. I know where we are. Yep. Well, that was the Backrooms. 15 minutes of being underground. Shinjuku Station's over there. And right ahead of us is like Kabukicho and all that. We did it. Let's get the train home. So there's this thing called Eat Me, not Sophie's brand. This little box of fruits that we walk past to and from the place every day, and it's just open all night. You just take a fruit and put money in the kudamona box. And so what are we getting?
Nashi pear.
Let's go. So how much?
300.
300. In it goes.
Take a pear.
Take it back.
So big, oh my god.
I've also got some mikan mandarins, some lemons, some very expensive strawberries. 1,200 yen, and I don't know what this is.
Amao are always expensive. This is maybe a little bit more than they might be at the supermarket. But
Is it just because they're sweet?
they're the ones I bought before. They're very good. They are very tasty. They have a lot of flavor, and they're very large.
We're on holidays for some time at the end of the year. Okay, let's enjoy. No stealing.